Hello again, grade 3-4. So I've got a new book for us today, one that I'm really excited to read because it's pretty funny, and we're going to be using our inferencing skills again. So you're going to notice that this week I've sent you a sheet, and what we're going to do is we're going to make some inferences about the characters and their personalities. So while I'm reading the book, I want you to think about some evidence from the story that tells you about the two characters' personalities. And the two characters' names are Huggie and Stick. So you're going to learn about them, and I want you to tell me what you think their personality traits are based on the text evidence, okay? Because the author isn't going to come out right and say, oh, Huggie is this or Stick is like this, okay? So today's story is called The Epic Adventures of Huggie and Stick, and it's written by our favorite author, Drew Daywalt, who is the author of The Day the Crayons Quit, and it's illustrated by David Spencer. Huggie and Stick belonged to a little boy named Reese, and like many things that belong to little boys, or even little girls, they spent a good part of their time being lugged around in a backpack. That is, until the day an open zipper, a large bump on a sidewalk, and Reese's bicycle combined to create an accident. This is their story. It isn't pretty. Dear Diary, I love Huggie. He is so cool. Today, I fell out of Reese's backpack and Huggie tried to save me, but we both fell out. Then the rain washed us out to the sea, and now we're in this circle-shaped, super bouncy boat. My friend Huggie captained me, the ocean adventure. Sunday, lost. Dear Diary, I hate Stick. I really do. I tried to push him out of the backpack today, but his pointy head snagged a loose thread on my paw, and we both fell out. Now I'm writing this from a dirty old tire floating in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. There's Stick. There's Huggie. Dear Diary, best trip ever! Today, we were rescued by these nice guys in super awesome hats. I told Huggie they must be some kind of super awesome hat club. They showed us their cool swords, and Huggie gave them his button. Then, Huggie kind of barfed on the one with the biggest hat, and they had us try out their diving board. Strange though, they sailed away after we dove into the ocean. Oh well, so much fun. Can you make an inference about who Stick and Huggie might have met, what they might be? Sunday in the Pacific Ocean. Dear Diary, worst trip ever. Today we were captured by pirates. I was robbed of my lucky gold button. I got seasick on their captain. Then they made us walk the plank. Now stuffing's coming out of my butt. Wonderful. Monday, Australian outback. Dear Diary, today we swam ashore and met a giant mouse with a pocket in her tummy. What do you think the giant mouse with a pocket in their tummy is? Infer. Think of Australia. She gave us a ride, but it was so bumpy that Huggie fell out. I didn't want him to get injured, so I broke his fall. Thank goodness I was there, or he could have been really hurt. Dear Diary, there is a stick up my butt. I hate my life. Plane selfie. Dear Diary, today we rode on a plane. And Instead of going home though, we ended up in this magical forest where a giant teddy bear tried to kiss me. I think Huggie likes me more than he admits because he got jealous and pulled me away before the teddy bear could kiss me. So here's the teddy bear. Where are they? What teddy bear is this? Tuesday, Asia. Dear diary, today a giant panda tried to eat Stick. That's what pandas eat, sticks. Somehow, Mr. Woodforbrains thought he was going to get a kiss. I'm not sure why I saved him, but I did. Unfortunately, the bear didn't appreciate me taking away his lunch. Look at poor Huggie. He's getting pretty beat up. Although Stick, he doesn't seem to care. Dear diary, another great day. This morning we hopped a train and I made Huggie a new arm. It's even better than his old one, if you ask me. When we got off the train, Huggie said he wanted to find his own way home, but he tripped on the train tracks and I grabbed him and I saved his life. There was a TV reporter there and now everyone's calling me a hero. Because we're now famous. We got to meet the Queen. Did you know she has a sword too? I definitely need to get a sword. Spork arm. Wednesday in Europe. There they are getting interviewed. There's Stick. Huggie's not looking so great, but he's got a new spork arm. Dear diary, I don't believe this. I almost get ran over by a train and Stick gets knighted by the Queen of England. In what universe is that fair? I'd chop him into little pieces with my new arm, but it only seems to be good for eating hearty soups. So you can eat soup with this pork. So he was knighted. That means he would be Sir Stick. Huggie doesn't look happy. Dear diary, after a boat ride, then a trip across the desert on a camel, we ended up in the jungle. How cool is that? After running a fun race, we found a giant lake and jumped in to cool off. Huggie began to swim home, but it turned out we didn't have to swim because this huge fish offered us a free ride in his mouth. I love today. So they are in Africa. What kind of huge fish would offer a ride in its mouth, do you think? So here they are on their camel. And then it says, start of the rhino rage. Tree full of loud rope. Fancy horse, zebra. Very tall dog. Super winning. Cats with great hair. Helpful fish. So they're in Africa. Oh, dear diary, this is getting crazy. Today we ended up in a jungle where a furious charging rhinoceros would have destroyed us both had I not grabbed Stick and jumped into the ocean to get away. The rhino shouldn't feel too badly that we escaped though, because after jumping into the water, we were promptly eaten by a shark. My only hope is that sharks are allergic to stuffed animals. The Atlantic Ocean. Dear diary, holy moly moly, did you know sharks are allergic to stuffed animals? And he spit us up. So cool. Still enjoying our trip around the world, we swam to an iceberg. There were little elves in tuxedos. What do you think would be a little elf in a tuxedo in Antarctica? They were so cute. I wanted to eat them up. Unfortunately, they wanted to eat us too. Fancy elf party. Dear diary, where do I start? The barfing shark, the vicious stuffed animal eating penguins. I taste like socks. How could they not know that? Or the long swim to South America from the freezing Antarctic. I need a nap. Saturday in South America. Dear Diary, can you say amazing? Because that's the rainforest. All those cool animals and those nice people who turned me into a sippy straw. I even saved Huggie from those mean fish that tried to eat him. Golly gumdrops, Huggie and I make a great team. New life goals. Dear Diary, can you say horrible? Because that's what the rainforest is. Poisonous frogs, bugs as big as my head, and fish that eat anything, including stuffed bunny legs. Stop trying to eat me, world. Not only that, I had to save Stick from some people who hollowed him out to use him as a blowgun to shoot at monkeys and sloths all morning. Weirdest trip ever. He doesn't seem happy. Sunday, North America. Dear Diary, we landed back home today. This has been the best trip ever. And I never would have made it if it weren't for Huggie, my best friend. Dear Diary, Stick slept through the whole llama ride, the train ride, 2 bus rides, the small plane trip, then 200 miles on the back of a very determined chihuahua. If I never go anywhere with that smiling piece of wood again, it would be too soon. Here's your chihuahua. The next day. Stick, no, don't pull that thread. Relax, it's just a long string. Cool. You have got to be kidding me. So, you can see that Stick and Huggie have very different personalities. And I want you to make an inference about what kind of personalities do they have. So think of personality traits. We've got personality traits such as happy or mad, or maybe optimistic, thinking everything's great, or pessimistic, thinking everything's bad. Or we've got personality traits such as positive, negative, or we've got funny, or we've got grumpy. So think of those personality traits and give me some evidence from the story about what you think Stick and Huggie's personalities are like, because they are pretty different. I hope you enjoyed the story. I know I did. I think it's awfully cute and they make a really interesting pair. So I'll see you again soon, grade 3-4, and I hope that you're having great